Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, a couple days ago, the Houston Rockets have announced their full 2023 Summer League roster. Man, oh man, I'm excited for the Summer League for these Houston Rockets. It's going to be fun. It's really going to be fun to watch this team. I mean, they were an entertaining team last year, I guess you could say. They went 2-3, and they had only guys like, I think they had Josh Christopher, they had Ty Washington, they had Jabari Smith Jr., who didn't play that good. He did not play that good at all in the Summer League. Struggled offensively. He was great defensively and rebounding. And also, I think he sprained his ankle, the last two games. Tari Eason was great for the Rockets last year in the Summer League. I think Tari Eason averaged 17 points per game in the Summer League last season. But now you add, look at this. Look how different it is for this team now. Last year, in the Summer League, you're losing Ty Washington, Josh Christopher. But you're I think you might be losing Alperen. I think Sengun was on our Summer League roster last year. He might have been, now that I think about it, because, he was a second-year player. I know Jalen Green wasn't, but I think Jabari was for sure. Tari was, and I think Sengun might have been on our Summer League roster last year. But neither are Sengun or Jalen Green this year, of course, as they're entering their third years. Third-year players can play in the Summer League, but it's very unlikely to happen. But, of course, Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore are, upon this list of players that are in the Summer League. Let's go over the list of players on the Summer League roster for the Houston Rockets. First, you have Darius Days, a two-way player for the Houston Rockets, who's on the first player on a two-way contract for the Houston Rockets. He's a small forward/power forward who spent most of his time last year with the G League Vipers, but also did play 6 games for the Houston Rockets, almost averaging 4 points per game and 2 rebounds per game in his 6 games for the Houston Rockets last season. Tari Eason, who was I can't remember, was he the 17th or 16th pick in the 2022 NBA draft? Had a really solid season with the Rockets this year, averaging almost 10 points per game in his rookie season. He's expected to have a way bigger role in his second season, and Tari Eason is the second player on this roster. Then you have Nate Hinton, a guard who was just signed 3 days ago on a Summer League contract to play on the roster. Then you have Trevor Hudgens, the second player that the Rockets have on a two-way contract. He averaged 19 points per game for the Houston Rockets G League efficient, the Vipers, and was probably the best player for the G League Vipers this season. Then you have Matthew Mayer, a G League forward, and then you have Jabari Smith Jr., the Rockets' third overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. Average, I think, 15 points per game this season for the Rockets. And then you have this year's picks for the Rockets with Amen Thompson, who was the 4th overall pick for the Houston Rockets. And then you have Cam Whitmore, who was the 20th overall pick for the Houston Rockets in this year's draft. And Cam Whitmore was, you could say, a steal at pick 20, as Cam Whitmore was expected to go in the area of pick 6 to pick 10, as he was expected to be in the top 10, maybe even the top 5, and he did fall all the way down to 20 due to concerns, and I think injury concerns and effort, or there's just a bunch of stuff, but I believe in him. So with that being announced, with the players being announced, you have 8 players on the roster. So you got 8 players on the Summer League roster. Let's go. Let's talk about what the starting lineup should look like for the Rockets Summer League team. Let's go. So I'm thinking Trevor Hudgens will be the starting point guard, and then Amen Thompson will start at the 2. He'll play a lot of point guard for this Summer League roster, but at the same time, I think if Amen Thompson starts at the 1 for this Summer League team, you don't really have a starting 2, because Trevor Hudgens is more of a point guard than a shooting guard. So you put Trevor Hudgens at the 1, Amen Thompson at the 2. You have Cam Whitmore at the 3. Tari Eason at the 3, Cam Whitmore at the 4, and then you start Jabari Smith Jr. at the 5. Then off the bench is Darius Days, Nate Hinton, and Matthew Mayer. So that's a pretty solid squad. I think they got a really nice young core. If everybody stays healthy and they play good basketball in the Summer League, I think the Rockets could be one of the favorites to win the Summer League championship this year. So I like this squad. I'm excited as the Rockets play their first game on July 7th against the Portland. I'll just give you all the whole schedule. So we play the Portland Trailblazers on July 7th. So we face Scoot Henderson on ESPN July 7th. Amen Thompson versus Scoot Henderson, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we face on July 9th. Also, how about that? That's going to be fun. ESPN2, that needs to be on ESPN. Osar versus Amen Thompson on July 9th. You got the twin brothers going against each other on July 9th. And then July 7th is the OKC Thunder. That's 6:30 Eastern Time as well, so 5:30 if you live in Houston like I do. And it's NBA TV. And then the final game is the ESPN game against the Golden State Warriors, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. And then there's one more game, but it is not announced who we're playing in that game, what time, what channel, or what the date is. Because I think that's like the last game you play. You play 5 games in the summer league, and the fifth one you play is to be announced. But and the time and everything. I think it depends on how you do. And who makes it to the summer league playoffs or whatever. But the Rockets, since they've started this rebuild, they've never been to the point where they could be threats to maybe go to the summer league playoffs or go to the summer league championship. But I think the Rockets have a chance if they play good basketball. The Rockets with guys like Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason, Trevor Hudgens, who averaged almost 20 points per game this year with the Vipers, even Darius Days as well. I think this Rockets summer league team has a chance to maybe win it all in Vegas this year. You guys have your thoughts on the Rockets summer league roster being announced, and let me know your thoughts on your expectations for this summer league team. And that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Go Rockets.